What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P, and I got a bizarre question for you real quick. Before you buy shoes, do you go to the store and try them on first? I know for me, like, Nike shoes fit different than Adidas shoes for me, so you obviously want to try on a shoe before you buy it, because that way it's comfortable. Kind of the same thing with gaming mice. You know, before you buy a mouse, you want to make sure it fits your hand size and your grip. And Zowie's doing something really cool here with making these mouse fitting kits. So I figured, let's check this out and just talk about it, because it makes a lot of sense here, you know? A mouse, out of all your peripherals, is the only peripheral that actually is dependent on your specific grip and your hand size. So if it's not comfortable, you're not gonna play well. So either way, you know, let's check this out. It's a pretty cool concept. You open it up, you can actually see right on the top here, they have like the different mice that's gonna be included here from their EC series, S series, FK, and ZA. And we have 3, 6, 10 total mice inside. You ready for this? Boom, look at this, 10 mice. And it's a good idea, it really is. You know, everyone's hand size is different, everyone's grip is different, there's different sized mice. So 10 here, let's get them all out and talk about them real quick. So first, the FK1 Plus, the FK1, and the FK2. It goes from extra large, large, and a medium-sized mouse. Next up, we have the EC1, and this one right here is a larger sized mouse versus underneath it, the EC2, which is just more so a medium sized, you know, smaller differences, but when it's in your hand, it feels, you know, worlds apart. I'm running out of space here. Put those down here. This is good. I'm gonna mix some of these up, I know it. Oh well. S1 next to that. This is a medium sized, and then the S2 underneath is one of the smaller mice they make. And then we have the ZA series, from the larger ZA11, the ZA12 being medium, and the ZA13 being small. So let me organize these real quick. All right, that is much better. Got it all organized like it was in the box, but now in front of me. All right, so real quick, let's talk about the pricing for this, because you're probably curious what they charge you to try out 10 mice. And it's actually just $10 for the kit. They're all working, they all have the PCB. You're not getting like dummy shells. These are all 100% working mice for $10 plus shipping and taxes. So depending on where you live, it's gonna be different obviously, but $10 for this is not bad. Now, if anything happens, if you don't send this back, they charge you $100. But if you want to also keep one of these mice, you pay an additional $45 for the mouse, again, plus shipping and taxes, and you kind of add that on to the initial $10 that you paid, and it'll be whatever that sum is, depending on your shipping and taxes. So not bad in the end for having to try out all 10 to see which mouse fits you the best, so you can have the most comfortable overall experience. And again, with mice, it's the only peripheral that's gonna really matter. So pretty cool idea with the mouse kit. So how they lay it out is by design here. We actually have 8 ambidextrous design, 6 of them being completely symmetrical, and then 2 ergo design. So again, it's the grip. But now instead of just having them all, you know, in front of me, taking up space, I'm gonna put a mouse pad down and try them all out and just go over what I think about them and how they feel to me, because that's the overall point of this, you know? But I just want to find out, you know, the different styles that they have, the different designs, and see which is gonna be best for me, because I had no idea they made 10 different mice like this, and odds are you probably didn't either. And as you can probably tell, different style of video for this, not a lot of fancy B-roll and editing, more so like a live, raw format, if you will. So first up, we're gonna look at the FK2. Nicely, it tells you on the bottom here. And underneath, you have the DPI switcher and stuff. I'm not gonna go through plugging every one of them in, because there's just no real use for that. But the FK2, this is their medium-sized mouse for this lineup. And yeah, for me and my hand size, it's just a little bit too small. I probably should have measured my hand for this, but I do like a little bit of a more medium to larger size mouse. I'm a fingertip grip. I'd say I have pretty medium sized hands. I don't know, like I said, probably should have measured. But to me, the FK2 here is too small. But thankfully they have a large and an extra large for the FK one for this one. This does feel like a very, very good size to me. It is ambidextrous, so to me, I'm more of an Ergo kind of fan. I'm more personal to Ergo mouse, but it does feel really nice. And by the way, if you're wondering, this mouse pad here is the randomfrankp and Novel Keys collaborations for a topographic mouse pad. In the description down below in case you want to check it out. Nice extended cloth surface, feels nice and smooth. But yeah, I do appreciate this shape more, whatever their large shape is for this FK1. And with the symmetrical mice here, you have the buttons on each side. Best for, you know, obviously lefties, righties, whatever. That's gonna be for you. Then the FK1 Plus, definitely bigger in the hand, but honestly, it doesn't feel too different to me, but still feels really nice. Side buttons yet again. But yeah, so side buttons also ambidextrous and symmetrical. Now we can move on to more of the ergonomic series with the EC2A. This one is medium, and the EC1A is the larger of the two. But yeah, this feels very, very nice. I'm sure that a lot of you out there have probably tried an Ergo mouse before. That's just what you see, more of a popular design. And yes, to me, in my fingertip grip, this feels really, really good. With an Ergo mouse, you don't get the side buttons on both sides because it's not ambidextrous. And obviously it's not symmetrical, it's ergonomic, best for fitting your hand and shape. That's what ergonomic means. So I do like the larger one as opposed to, I guess, the extra larger EC1A. But again, to me, the large and the extra large really don't feel too different, but it still feels really good. And I think Ergo is just the way to go for my preference. Now we have, we don't have stickers in the bottom of these. What are they? I gotta pull them on my phone here. These are the S1 and the S2, a medium and a small. Judging by size, this is the medium, this is the small. Yeah, not for me necessarily. These don't have the side buttons, so it's still ambidextrous, but we don't have the symmetrical design with the actual buttons on each side. So I guess depending on how you look at it, again, it could technically still not be ambidextrous, but a lefty or righty could still obviously use this. You get what I'm saying. And we will move on from those because they're just not for me. And then the last three here, the ZA11, ZA12, and ZA13. With the ZA11, I assume being the extra large, possibly a large. ZA11 is the large. So large, medium, and small. Feels very similar to the first series of the FK1 and all of those. Honestly, not too sure of the immediate differences here. What it seems like to me is more of a hump on the back to where your palm would sit. That's the real main difference that I could kind of feel. So yeah, you get a bit of a taller mouse in the end for the ZA11. Also ambidextrous and symmetrical with buttons on each side of the mouse. And the ZA11 actually feels pretty good. So yeah, again, a larger mouse, probably expect that. ZA12 being medium. This one, actually, I think I would prefer this one because the top of the mouse here where the hump is, it feels better in my hand for my grip. So I really kind of like how that feels. Right now, the ZA12 is a leader along with the two Ergo ones. And then, yeah, the ZA13, the smallest version here, not too good, not personally my favorite one. So I'm gonna keep the ZA12 right here and then bring out again the EC2A and EC1A. I do feel like the EC1A is a bit too big for me, and the EC2A feels really, really good. So what you just saw was me pretty much trying each 10 exactly like you would do. Say, okay, what feels good? What's gonna be best for, doing the natural flicks? Obviously, if you're really testing this and gaming and stuff, you would plug them in, play some games, load up like Kovacs, something like that. You obviously want to unbunch these, but just for sake of organization here, I'm not gonna do all that. But that was the narrowing down process for me between the ZA12 and the EC2A. Again, since I am more partial to an Ergo grip, but this does feel really nice. I'm actually If I were to pick one out of all of these that I would use, I think it would be the ZA12. Something about that higher hump here on the back where the palm would hit, it does feel really, really nice. And you have the buttons on each side. You can even remap those if you wanted. So really impressed, really impressed. Gives you a chance to check everything out, do like a sound test for the scroll wheels, the side clicks, see how it all feels. Zowie, obviously known for being the king of shape in the mouse, community out there. They hit the nail on the head. So the fact that they have a kit like this for $10 that you can go through and test all 10 to see which is best for you, and then pay an additional $45 for the mouse you want to keep. They'll send you a return label to send the entire kit back minus the mouse you keep, and then that's it. You now have a mouse that fits you the best. So like I said, it's a very different video here, but something like this I think is really, really cool. You don't see any company doing this besides Zowie. And like I kind of mentioned in the beginning with the shoe comparison there, you want a shoe that's gonna fit you the best because it's gonna be most comfortable. You don't wanna be walking around in uncomfortable, shoes that don't fit you. Same applies to a mouse. You wanna be gaming with a mouse that is in your hand all the time while you're gaming, browsing, editing, whatever. You want a comfortable mouse that fits you in your particular hand size and grip. So very cool stuff. I'll put a link for you in the description down below. Hope you liked the more kind of live format video. Not a lot of editing, not a lot of B-roll, fancy schmancy stuff. A raw video like this showing you the Zowie mouse kit. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.